Hello everybody, this is Madiḥa reporting love from Jordan. I am right now in my community space called Utopia in Amman. The energies are amazing and I wanted to channel some of that to you for this special episode. If you haven't already clicked subscribe to my channel, I invite you now to just go below and click subscribe so that you can stay connected to this beautiful flow of videos week after week. Now today I wanted to talk about a topic I've been receiving a lot of questions about, which is the masculine and the feminine. So in many of my previous videos and my content, I've shared a lot about the feminine energy. And for me, the awakened woman is not just a woman who is in touch with her feminine energy. Yes, she is a woman who understands and tunes into her feminine. And since last week's episode was on ands, she is also a woman who is in touch with her masculine energy, and particularly in certain places where the masculine energy is really important and conducive to our evolution and our growth and our shining in the world and bringing our voices into the world. And a particular place I wanted to share with you today that really invites masculine energy from each and every one of you to show up and shine and radiate. It's business. Soul-aligned businesses are really a huge upgrade in the life of the awakened woman, because an aligned business or a soul-attuned business is a business that doesn't just liberate you in the etheric fields where you are really tuned into your purpose and your passion. It is also a business that liberates you in the 3D, in the physical world, because when you are financially empowered and financially free, you are able to respond to your physical situation. Say you're trapped in a family or a community that really does not allow you your freedom. Your freedom is not free. You have to go and get your own place and buy your independence and invest in your own education and pay for your own travels. And so financial independence is really important for the awakened woman. And that's why in this episode and future episodes, I really would like to put more and more focus on the business aspect of the awakened woman. Because the awakened woman is aligned with business, and it's true that she brings more of the feminine to the business. She brings more of the focus on freedom. She brings more of the focus on rhythms and alignment and self-care, even within this rhythm of creating a soul-aligned business. And there are things she has to learn that are not from the feminine field, such as entrepreneurship, business, leadership. Not just leadership, not that leadership is not a feminine practice, but it takes more of that, that kind of energy, which is a lot more masculine, which is more focused, which is more direction based. And that's where we start to really understand that feminine and masculine are not better or worse. That's where we start to understand that feminine and masculine, they complement each other. And so the feminine, it doesn't mean I'm not a leader. It means I'm a leader in my own way. Maybe my feminine energy is more about surrender. So when I allow someone to lead, maybe it's a lover, maybe it's a partner, maybe it's a friend, and I step into my surrender feminine mode, it also has its value, right? And then sometimes I want to take the lead. I also do astrology, and one of the readings I do is called shamanic astrology. And in shamanic astrology, you get to see what your sun, your moon, your soul purpose, all of these things, what they say about your personality and your soul's, let's say, experience in the cosmos. And my Mars, which is, let's say, my masculine, is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about adventure and discovery. So my Mars, or my masculine energy, is most emphasized when I travel, when I want to hold the map and I want to lead in that place. And so in my own communication with my partners and my friends and people I travel with, I've come to a clarity that I love to lead in trips. I love to create and design the experience. I love to hold a map and lead us strategically. And so in that place, I submit to my masculine. I fully embrace my masculine, and I know the gift that is my masculine. And so many women write to me feeling guilty or feeling like, can I exist even though I'm really ambitious? How can I be aligned with my feminine energy and I'm really ambitious and I want to have a career and all of that? And my answer for that is really to more and more every day align with what is the masculine expression of your being and what is the feminine expression of your being. And that way you welcome both, and that way you become more whole, and that way you become an awakened woman. So again, an awakened woman is not a woman who is just aligned with her feminine, although understanding the depths of true awakened femininity is a big part of the journey. An awakened woman also embraces her masculine side. And an awakened woman, by embracing her feminine and her masculine and having more coherence, which means you understand what it's all about. It's not unconsciously or automatically practiced. It's more a very conscious and very self-aware practice of harmonizing the different currents within. And the truth remains that if I was always in my feminine, I'd never get anything done. And for many years after I quit my 9 to 5, I did that. I was more in my feminine, I was traveling, I was learning, I was singing, I was getting into my body with yoga. And that was beautiful because I needed that back then, because my world before that had become so masculinized, had become so dominated by goals and my CV and achieving. And I did 3 masters and it was just like do. So when I took a step back and a deep breath in, and I just took a moment to listen to my soul said, just be a bit more in that field for a while and then you can rebalance. And when I started to rebalance, so after a 2-year phase of really stepping into my feminine, I started to learn more about entrepreneurship. I started to learn more about goal setting. I started to learn more about money healing, and all the wounded parts of my psyche that were really telling money to go away. And so my experience from that is to ask yourself, where are you in that journey? Is the challenge for you to embrace more of your feminine? Or is the challenge to embrace more of your masculine? Or is the challenge to just distinguish between them, and then in each moment, in each day, to ask yourself, today, is it more a day for doing and goals and direction and vision, which is the masculine, or is it a day for being? Is it a day for connecting? Is it a day for feeling? And the surprising bit is that there will always be a clear answer. Your intuition will always tell you what today is a day for. And so trust that intuition and trust the balancing act. Trust also where you are in your life as a phase. Maybe you've been working for so many years and all you need now is to slow down and connect. I remember there was a woman in our course, the New Dawn, which was one of the most incredible courses we've done in the past years. And we had a session that was about like goal setting. It was towards the end, integration. And when she checked in the community space, she said, you know what? She works in the UN or something like that. And she said, I'm not feeling like I want to set any goals. My goal is that I don't want any goals. And that was her inner call for feminine energy, for being, for presence. And so ask yourself today, is it a day for the feminine or the masculine? Is it a time for the feminine or the masculine? And again, let me remind you some attributes of the feminine and the masculine. The feminine, more about being, connection, your emotions, trusting your inner world, meditating, going inwards, discovering what your passions are, curiosity, exploration. It's not as directed. The masculine is more focused, focusing on a goal, building a vision, learning about money, so really having something that is more concrete and outwardly. The feminine goes inwards, the masculine outwards. And if you think about it in a more naughty kind of way, you'll see that even in our features as man and woman, you will see that the feminine, the womb, embraces it, holds it, creates life from within, and the masculine goes into direction mode. So think about that today. Next week, I'm going to share with you 5 things I learned since launching my business, which is more of me being in my masculine, and yet that has been a very key and central part of my evolution and my growth as an awakened woman. An awakened woman is independent. An awakened woman is not just conscious and aligned with her femininity. She is also powerful and confident, and she knows her purpose, and she's out there in the world living it out loud. Thank you so much for listening to my episode today. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. I will invite you to leave comments below. Tell me how you found it, and also tell me what parts of your feminine and masculine energy do you want to bring more of out into the world, and where are you today? And again, the final or the desired outcome is not to be this or that. The desired outcome is to be true and authentic to yourself, to check in and accept whatever is. If you're feeling like you're too much in your masculine, some women were messaging me about like having hormonal imbalance and growth, and usually that means you're not as aligned with your feminine energy. So if that means you need to feel more, if you need to be more juicy and embodied and connected, then go ahead and do that. But the key is to accept wherever you are and then act to to revolutionize that part. And again, it's not about man and woman. It's not about feminine is for woman and masculine is for man. Every man and every woman has both. And the answer and the key is to balance them in tune with who you are, because maybe you have more masculine as a woman, and that's fine. We don't want to resist that. And maybe there's a man who has more of the feminine, the emotional, the being, the presence, the freedom. And so our goal is not to judge. Our goal is to make you align with yourself so that you can be more of yourself, so that you can give the medicine you have come here to give from a place of alignment, of balance, of harmony, of fullness, of aliveness. And it's from that place that we really upgrade our society, our communities, and our world. Thank you so much. Please click subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week.